right? And once we, fully understand that, it won't, we wouldn't, you wouldn't complain, when certain things come before you, man, right? Now, just thinking, I was just thinking about it, this truth, man, and what we have in our possession is hands-on, right? This is a contact sport, man, right? And in any contact sport, you don't run from contact, right? That's a known thing within the world that you don't. Football, for example, is a contact sport. It's a physical sport, right? And we're fighting in a contact sport spiritually, though, right? It's hands-on. You have to, you have to get active within this sport, man. You have to actually put your hands to use. You have to actually work, right, and push through, man. Right? You don't run from contact. We don't run from troubles. We don't run from smoke. Right? We walk to it, man. It's like, it reminds me of the scripture in the book of Isaiah, where he said, well, where is my enemy, and who shall come up against me? Send him before me, man. Right? He said that he set his face like a flint, right? Which is what a sharp stone, right? And endure it, man. Right? And took things head on, man. And that's the mind frame that we have to be in, right? And not running from our problems and our situations and things that present itself before us, man. Right? Because we are in our element, right? When we're going through hardship, right, and having to display faith and endurance and integrity, right? That's the element for the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. That's your element. That's what that's where you display your skill, man. You see, the Lord gives us the opportunity to display our faith, and then what we increase. So that means by you being increased, the trials and the things that come before you are going to increase, man. You see, it's going to intensify. The more you work out, the more intense your workouts get, right? The more you build that muscle. Now, the Lord continues to break us down in different aspects of life, and different muscles and different parts of our bodies you break down, right? The Lord continues to break us down, right, and builds us up. But every time you break something down, it comes back stronger. Right, you got a house that has it got weak bones, man. Right, so to say, you got a house with weak bones, man. You gotta knock that house down. Yeah, the wiring and everything is good, but he got weak bones, man. It won't withstand the strong winds when it comes, man. So you gotta knock this house down, and when you knock it down, you gotta build it back up. And once you build it back up, it's going to be 10 times as strong as it was before. So now it can withstand those strong winds and the things that is basically going to come up against it to try it, to prove it, man. Right? So that's what the Lord is doing with us, man. And ultimately He's doing what He's grooming us up to be kings, man. So we must ultimately always have a kingly mindset in all things and being spiritual, man. Now, thinking about the chastisings of the Lord, like we're going into, through Spirit Power Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the Lord, He chastens whom He loveth, man, right? And the scriptures tell you that He dealing with us as sons. So that's nothing that we have to consider and look upon, man, that the Lord is dealing with us as a son, as sons, man, right? Not everyone is being dealt with as sons, man, because it goes on to say how that they are basically are bastards, man, right? Because the Lord is not dealing with them, man. So we're gonna have the elect, a remnant that He's dealing with. That He's because what is a father to a son? He's hard on his son. Hey, the scriptures tell you that the Lord is with an austere man. So what does the men around him have to be? What does his sons have to be? What does the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushua have to be? They have to be austere and able to endure, man. That's why the scriptures say that he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. Now, the objective of this whole thing is to be delivered, man. You see, but the only way to be delivered is to enter in that straight way, man, that straight gate, man, that's difficult, right? Or you can sit in one spot, you can sit and not work out, get fat, be last good days ago. You can, instead of taking steps forward, you can take steps back. But what profit is there in that, man? The Lord isn't, He's not dealing within that mind frame of going backwards, man. It's all about going forward and having our face on the things up above and the things that are ahead of us, man. right? Because if our minds and our hearts and our conversation is in heaven, that means that we're thinking for a time of far off, man, right? So if a prudent man foresee the evil, he hideth himself. That means what? He's going to make the proper decisions and the proper steps to be ready for when the evils and the dangers and the temptations, right, the hard times and these things come, man. You see, so the Lord is teaching us and making real men out of us, man. And one thing you know about real men is that what? Real men endure, real men survive, real men do what it takes, whatever it takes, man. Right? Look at Yahushua, man. Yahushua did whatever it took. And it said that he endured all things, man. Right? So we must do the same if we're moving in the vibration and of the spirit of Yahushua. Like I said earlier, we're in our element when we're in a time of tribulation,